Welcome to my channel, Badass Benny. If you are a ACE, AMAC, or human sex trafficking survivor, you are in the right place. Today we are going to talk about significant others and a message to loved ones. That's what we're going to talk about. And when we do emotional inner work, we make sure that you're drinking water, lots of water. So, significant others. That could be your husband, a wife, a partner. You just found out that someone you love dearly has been sexually assaulted. You are now dealing with your own crises and may even feel like the assault happened to you too. Most of us aren't prepared to deal with sexual assault of a loved one and want to respond in a helpful manner. Your loved one needs your understanding and support at a time when it may be difficult for you to give. You may be feeling guilty that you weren't there to prevent the assault, or angry that someone has hurt you and traumatized your friend. Your feelings are valid and very normal. And sometimes it can, someone else's sexual assault can trigger your own AMAC issues, and that's happened quite often. Rape and other types of sexual assault are extremely traumatic experiences to endure. While everyone is different and reacts differently, there are some common emotions sexual assault survivors experience. Survivors initially express feelings of shock and disbelief, may feel numb following an assault. Did that just happen? What just happened? They may appear outwardly calm and in control, or they may cry freely and express their fears. They're constantly crying. Whatever their initial reaction, it's important for you to be available in support of their feelings. So rape survivors have a strong need to block out and deny the experience. The feeling it produces can be overwhelming. As a result, they may resist talking about the assault. Where I worked, at Rape Crises in my hometown, we encourage survivors to talk about the incident and the feelings it produced. Because I was learned that the more that you talk about your story, the more it's like an onion, and you're peeling that layer of onion off, the shame and guilt, each time that you tell your story. So, rape survivors have a strong need to block out and deny the experience. It gets overwhelming. The feeling does. So by talking about the assault, they can more easily put it in perspective. Because everyone is different, they may not be ready to talk about the sexual assault when you are. You can't force them to deal with it, but you can let them know that you are willing to listen when they are ready to talk. During the days and weeks that follow the assault, they will feel a variety of emotions. Fear is a continued feeling. They may be fearful of being alone, afraid of leaving the house. Sleeping and eating patterns will be disrupted. They will feel fatigued. Also, they may show signs of anxiety, mood swings, agitation, depression, or guilt. Some may hurt themselves. You will be confronted with your own emotions, which may be very different from others, or very different from theirs. Most women react to a sexual assault with fear, while men react with anger. Those who are close to someone who has been sexually assaulted often feel a tremendous amount of rage and a strong desire to get revenge. While these feelings are understandable, they can add an extra burden to the survivor. Not only do they have to deal with the assault, but now they are also concerned about you and your safety. So even though someone that you love just got raped, you want to hurt the other person. That's understandable. But really, all the attention needs to go on to the significant other or the person that got assaulted. So not only do they have to deal with assault, but now they're also concerned about you and your safety. So try to stay calm if you can. Calm, cool, and collected. They may be afraid that you'll take it upon yourself to see that justice is done and get hurt in the process. So they may not tell you because they don't want you to go and hurt that person. So just know that. The desire to retaliate ought to be worked out in a constructive, nonviolent manner. So that's when you get the police involved. Call 911. If you have been intimately involved with someone who has been sexually assaulted, you might be uncertain about resuming sexual intimacy. Many survivors withdraw from sexual activity for a while. Sexual encounters can trigger painful memories of the assault and the feeling of loss of control. This withdrawal is usually temporary and doesn't mean that they will be forever afraid of sex. Although they may not wish to be sexually active, they still need physical closeness and comfort. Be patient and understand and resume sexual intimacy at their pace. Always ask the person if they want a hug. Not everybody wants a hug. So you ask them, may I give you a hug? Rape is a violent, humiliating crime affecting 1 in every 3 women, 1 in 5 men. Where I worked at Rape Crises, we often we offer crises counseling, ongoing support groups. I was part of support groups like art. Sometimes we have survivors come out and draw or create and get out all the feelings that they are about the rape. And it's pretty powerful, these art forms that sexual assault survivors do. It's quite amazing. So look up in your area, wherever you're at, look up and see if there's a Rape Crises a place in your area to get counseling. They have peer support groups, which are fun to do. So it's something in one-on-one counseling. And a lot of the times it's free and confidential. And the thing is just getting started. And the trauma and the sexual assault will change your outlook on life. Most survivors return to their daily living habits, especially if a healthy, supportive environment exists. So, if you have a partner that blames you, that that's your fault, that's the worst thing you can say to a survivor, that it's your fault. That a significant other can say to them. Or because you had your dress up, short, or many different reasons. There's no reasons. You got to put it back on the rapist. Always. Always put it back on them, because they did it. So look for a support group for significant others in your local area. So I hope this helps you, significant others out there, and just take care of yourself in the process as well, like eating, drinking water, resting, and asking them, checking in with the survivor. Thank you for listening, and what are you going to do to take care of yourself today? Love you. See you next time.